don't flip. Please stay flipped like this. Nope. Okay, I guess I am going to have to flip. Which side is my... Oh, come on. Did something change on this app that I don't know about? Why don't you have you on? Sorry, you guys. Dark mode off. Why will you not stay? Yes, stay. Don't flip. We're gonna stay. Oh boy. Are we? Ah! Why? You guys, I'm sorry. Just a second. Oh my goodness. This is just not... Why are you flipping like this? You never flip. No, I'm not going to flip my camera. And that doesn't do it either. I don't want to be crooked. I don't want to be crooked. That's so weird. I'm sorry, you guys. If I go like this, it'll flip. I want it to stay like that, right? Okay, well then maybe. Oh my God. Apparently I'm going to... Oh boy. You guys, I have to stop this. This is very annoying. I can't work like this. Why won't you do this? I can't stand this. This is gonna make me crazy. Make me crazy. Where are we? Let me first of all. Oh, I gotta mute. Patience, please. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. This is just how it's going to have to be because I just don't have time to figure this out right now. Just let me make sure I have my stuff set up and we will catch up. There's so much going on. Okay, yes, please turn that on. Yes, because that didn't go on last time. Save. No. On, done, save. Hi, you guys. Okay, Paisley, take a breath and drink water. I know I sound out of breath. I'll tell you what's going on here. Are we set up here? Are we set up here? Okay, I don't have time for this. Okay, where are my peeps? Where are you guys? You're not there. That's on. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have a little screen today. On the orientation is not locked. I don't know why that's doing that. So, oh boy. Paisley, is there a setting on the camera stand? No, I will check one more time. And I cover you up so you guys don't get, dizzy. See, I want that to stay, but as soon as, you know what, I don't want to close this out because, I'm going to lose you guys forever. But wouldn't it be nice if if I'm like this, but then I'm like holding it, it'll stick like this for a while. Oh God. See? Isn't that crazy? I don't know if I just keep it at this angle, but I'm not equipped. So we're just going to go back. This is silly. It's silly. And I'm just going to have to reorientate myself, literally. Okay? I am so sorry. My apologies for that. How are you guys? I have missed you. Oh my gosh, we've been so insanely crazy busy, but getting a lot of really great stuff done. I have to tell you, I know I was late again tonight. I wished I was going to be on time. I've been covered in like fiberglass and insulation and 20 years worth of mouse poop for like the last 3 days. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys recall, I had been wanting to like maybe move things around and maybe go downstairs in the basement. Well, there's like little mice crawling around on the ceiling tiles. We have a drop ceiling there, and our basement, actually, you can walk out to the yard. So it's like an English basement. But, you know, hearing these mice going back and forth, and then you lift up the ceiling tiles to see what's going on, there's all this crap in there. And it has driven me crazy. I love this house so much. But the prior owners, it is very clear that they are missing something in their makeup, how they deal with house projects, because in every single case, whether it's a toilet, it was the kitchen sink, now it's the basement, they didn't seal things. Things just don't get sealed, and you need seal. So I'm like trying to figure out, where is this freaking hole that the mice are coming in? And of course, in the basement, you know, at the ceiling tiles, I'm like balancing on a ladder, and then I'm like reaching 2 feet out, 2 feet out or beyond that area to pull out old insulation. And then I finally pull it out, and then I could see some daylight back there. So then I'm like covered in foam, and then, you know, yada, 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 yada. So that's what I've been doing. Since this new moon in Aries, I have been working really hard on just weird how hard I've been working with the house and doing projects I just would never want to do. But we had our Pluto return, a new moon Aries, and the very bottom of my chart is Aries. So I'm working on 4th house stuff, things about my home, how I want to defend my home from the elements and the vermin. So that's where I've been. Everything is okay, and it's just been pandemonium, but we're getting a lot of stuff done. Let me say hello to you guys. How are you? How are you? Oh my goodness. Hi, Michelle My Belle, and Mama Bear, and Pamela, and I am one, and Beth, and Ellen, and Am Fam. Hi, Carol. Hi, Sophie. Rosie. Mimi. Jan. Hi from Vancouver. Hi, Charlie. Paisley. Sequoia. Tara Love. Mel, it's that kind of day. Good to see you, Pammy. Hi, T-Ride. I've missed all you guys, too. Yep. My camera angle. Okay. So, hi, Dr. Nancy. Michael, we have a cat. We have a cat. She plays with the mice. She will go and get them. You know, my little Lilikoi? She will get them. She'll sit on them, but then she'll like watch them and won't go after them. She'll go after the red laser, but I don't know what it is. We have a picture of her sitting right next to a mouse, sitting like on a little piece of metal. Like, and she's like looking up at the ceiling, and the mouse is like behind her back. It's unbelievable. Hi, Carmen. So White Knight is speaking backwards. The Red Queen says off with your head. So, anyway, thank you for being here tonight. I am so sorry we've had these delays, and now I am going to have to deal. I will figure this out, you guys. I will figure it out. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's bonkers. Every day I do try to tend to my horoscope, but I will tell you, POTUS has the exalted sun. And it's like him and AGGarland, it's like they both are at the helm with the cosmic reins, like reins of a horse, not raining. And it's almost like whatever they want to do, whatever they want to get done, things are going to fall in line. Because you know why? The United States has the biggest, loudest voice, it seems to me, with leadership, especially at her Pluto return, which still is reverberating out into the world and everyone having to deal with it. Today, the sun is like 18 to 19 degrees Aries. It is exalted. When you look at the ancient astrology, the Hellenistic astrology, when we talk about exalted planets, that is where they are their most powerful, where they can work so powerfully, get stuff done, and have a positive influence. And when you look at exalted planets, you have to also look at the condition of them. But when it comes to the sun, the center of our galaxy, this is so weird, the center of our galaxy, it's warmth that gives life to our galaxy. The sun, obviously, is ruled by the sign Leo, but that's where it's in its dominion. Where is it exalted? Because it has to be exalted in another sign, like all the other planets. Well, that would be in the sign of Aries. Aries is first. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It comes first. It has that hold over everything else. It's ruled by Mars. So we look at that. And the degree to which it's exalted, the ancients said 18 to 19 degrees. And I will tell you, that is because of, what is this thing called? Here. Just, you don't have to know this. Just stick a pin in this, okay? This is going to blow you away. Thema Mundi. This is the proposed horoscope of when the world was born, okay? So, it originates from that. And in fact, this horoscope, oh my gosh, you guys know I have to write on a 90-degree angle. I'm used to writing like this, but because of my wonky lens, I have to write like this. Oh boy. This is not easy for a brain injury. So, the hypothesis, the horoscope, when it comes to the Thema Mundi, the chart of the world being born. Libra, Scorpio. Oh, what am I drawing? Scorpio. Sag. Aries. Okay, so we're going to triads. I don't mean for this to be technical. I just want you to see this because this is so awesome. So at the equator, the 15 degrees. They like to use the 15-degree mark because it represents the middle of the sign. This Cancer ushers in summer. Okay? Aries then Its exaltation, they say, is 18 to 19 degrees Aries. It is in square to this, but it gets a little bit more room here. That's the easiest way I can tell you about this. So the sun is exalted there. It is its most powerful. The things that POTUS did today, yesterday, and was planning the day before, and we've had these 2 incredible days worth of news, it is literally like he has cosmic forces beyond belief, because it's on the heels of our Pluto return, like I said, that is reverberating everywhere. On top of it, this, remember I call this, is what makes this so incredible, is that on top of it, when the United States had her Pluto returned to its place that it was in 1776 at 27 degrees Capricorn, 33 minutes, I think, 8 seconds. When that happened exactly like that, that was February 20th, 2022. We just had our Aries new moon. In that chart for the United States, the ascendant was 23 degrees Cancer. The chart of the world being born has Cancer on the ascendant. Moreover, we're talking about exalted planets where they are their most powerful to produce a positive effect. Mercury is here at the ascendant because it straddles this line because it has to do with, anyway, Mercury is here where it is exalted. In the USA chart, Pluto return, 23 degrees Cancer. USA Mercury is 24 degrees Cancer and it's retrograde. This is as powerful as Mercury could ever be in a natal chart of a horoscope of a nation. It is conjunct within 1 degree. And because it's retrograde, it's 23, 24, the degrees separate, like this separates as you go on with degrees. It's retrograde, it's pushing back to the ascendant. So we have POTUS at the helm, the United States with their Pluto return, with Mercury in its most powerful place, which has to do with our communications, our agreements, our knowledge, our intelligence, our reasoning, how we discuss and debate things. This is the most clearest thinking planet, reasonable chart in the world. And we're on a Pluto return. And POTUS today, the sun is exalted. And like, did something happen yesterday? Was there history made yesterday? We should all be so proud about that with John G. Brown Jackson. Yeah. This is how we are coming into America version 2.0. And people they haven't caught on yet, except for us, we know. But notice how NATO, our allies, everyone just kind of fell right back in line after those awful years with the former guy. What happened? We've had so much energy and activity on top of it with the Great Reset and the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. I won't get into that now, but that promised a change in world power, world governments, and have things been the power of governments, they have just been shifting all over the place. It is stunning. It is so stunning to me in the background. And when I finally am able to find some good news about what's going on, like I saw President Biden's speech about outside the White House talking with Judge Jackson. Sun exalted, saying this is such a great day for children, for women, our African-American men, for our futures. And he said something to the effect like, this is where we're going to go. He made that declaration on these winds. These winds, these things just at his back. I am telling you, Donald and all of them, they are out. We know that. They keep getting whacked so hard this week, but they are done. They are fading away. I was so disgusted with All In tonight with Chris Hayes because I just happened to jump in and they were talking about how, yeah, the midterms are all going full MAGA. They're not going to be able to hold the midterms. I'm like, are you kidding me? What is this garbage we're watching? And I was expecting it because whenever, under the former guy, the U.S. had great news, like we've had for a couple days, and Donald has had horrible news, the retaliation comes in different forms of pain, whether it's a terror attack or it's ridiculous legislation, Tennessee, Oklahoma. That's where their pain is expressed, basically to dismantle everything that has to do with civil society and rules. The object, the goal is chaos and obliteration when it comes to Putin, who I don't think is in charge. China's helping out, and they won't stop until they're stopped. Whether we're not going to go to war, they want us in war so badly. But anyway, I wanted you to see this because I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that we got this. It's ugly and it's scary, and the news is amplifying a lot of bad stuff. They never amplified the good stuff. Like, there have been more Russian soldiers, twice as many soldiers have died than actual Ukrainian civilians. All those deaths, I don't like them. But if you want to know who's winning the war, I'm going to side with Ukraine. Let me check in with you guys, see how you're doing. How are you guys doing? Hi, Miss Sharon. Yes. I know, you guys, I know all these states have gone cuckoo crazy. This is the last chance they have to dismantle everything. As I'm like washing off all the like fiberglass off of me and insulation tonight, I got it that the reason why, well, was it Tennessee or someone else? It was Tennessee with the marriage law. Because if you're not in agreement with this statement about marriage, like at the federal level, you can be married or be recognized under this condition. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I realized that is what they're trying to do, is kind of bridge themselves with a parallel set of rules, a parallel set of laws at the state level, so they can peel themselves away at the federal level on all sorts of issues. It's not going to stand, but it's a way to secede and be their own state away from the United States. And those are all the states that are compromised. If you think what's going on with DC and these compromised Secret Service agents is freaky, it's in every state, you guys. It is compromised law enforcement everywhere. I've been saying for a while, and I think going back a couple years, and I thought I was crazy when I was first saying these things out loud, that there were mafiosos on the ground everywhere. They have infiltrated. They've got orders from abroad and how to influence here and how to arrange things. It's everywhere. But I know that our government, POTUS, everyone, they know what's going on. And oh my God, do not even mess with Merrick Garland. Don't even mess with Merrick Garland right now. If POTUS, if POTUS as the exalted sun, Mercury, exalted Mercury with our Pluto return, and you're dealing with documents and research and laws and indictment. I mean, that's a lot of digital information, that's a lot of paper. That's a lot of Mercury. Merrick Garland, I was laughing so hard this week. Merrick, his asteroid, well, yesterday it was 23 degrees. Yesterday it was 22 degrees. Today it is 23 degrees, Aries. Today, Aries is 23 degrees. That is the F around and find out asteroid. Back around, find out Aries. And oh my gosh, has he been, he is so powerful right now. I haven't even be able to catch up with the news today. Something going on with Proud Boys pleading to guilty about conspiracy. They are a force to be reckoned with. A total force. Okay. 10th Amendment is state powers. Okay. This came... So, it's so hard to do this. Okay. There are some things I want to show you. I swear, when I did the Tarotscope over Moscow, it was like Putin fell off the plane. I had never seen anything like it. So I want to show you this Tarotscope over Russia that we had at the new moon, because I thought the one last month was bonkers crazy. This one was crazy. Crazier. Okay, so here in this first house, so at this new moon, April 1st in Moscow, that was in the morning on the ascendant, 2 degrees Cancer. This is the eastern horizon, the western horizon. The sun rises, hits its peak all the way over here, and then sets. If you notice, because Moscow is at a higher latitude, the sun hits its peak over here because now we're in the spring season. And look at how big this, if this is the 12th house, do you see how big this is? We've got all of Gemini plus some of Taurus in this 12th house. In this 11th house, we have Aries intercepted here. That if the sun represents a leader of a nation, he's trapped. He's locked in here. And look at that. Mercury is right there. Hi, Merrick Garland. And so the only way he can get anything done basically with this setup is that whatever comes by way of Pisces gives him some wiggle room, and then it exits through Taurus. But he, again, in this 11th house of networks, is stuck. This was at that new moon on April 1st. And then the 10th house, oh my God, oh my gosh, 20 degrees Aquarius, Mars just hit him and China so hard because we had Mars-Saturn conjunct this week. Well, in this chart in Moscow, Mars is over here in this 9th house. And then when it goes conjunct, it goes over the top of the midheaven. So that when this went over the top of the midheaven, what's in the skies over Moscow, it was the outrage over what we were seeing with the war crimes. And the UN met to make some decisions. And it's like Mars and Saturn if you're like Attila the Hun and you're going to go after someone and win a war, that can really work well for you against your opponent. But when this all of a sudden hits him between the eyes over the skies of Moscow, it's not good. It's not good at all. And then the sun sets over here. See how little the houses are over here? That's because of the higher latitudes. The houses spread out and then they get smaller. And a lot of weird things happen under these conditions. It's crazy for hockey because hockey, you guys know I love hockey, played at the higher latitudes. The game is totally different than when you're watching at the lower latitudes because of this. Oh, goodness. Oh, God, please don't tell me I got lost. Where are you? Oh, there we go. I need some water. Stephen King, my anxiety has been through the roof. Yep. Absolutely, it's been through the roof. It's probably going to worsen, I'm sorry to say. The reason why your anxiety is off the charts is because Mercury is in Aries. It is ruled by Mars. Mars is full of firepower. It's like, think of like a rocket wanting to launch, and it's just sitting there with the exhaust burners and flames coming out the bottom. With Saturn right there, it can't launch. It is just fuming and fuming, and there's nowhere to go. And so Mercury, that's how Mercury then, anxiety, your thoughts, what you think, your central nervous system, that's the energy your Mercury is having to sit on. And if your Mercury's not in Aries, but has a difficult aspect here, this just is exhausting and there's no relief. We're going to get a little bit more relief, but here's the thing. It's been so cold and cloudy, the eastern 2/3 of the United States, because of a blocking pattern with the jet stream. You can trace it to Mars and Saturn. Saturn are our low pressures. Mars, there's a lot of energy building in that low pressure, and it's not going to relent. That's why it's been so cold. It will separate. But the thing is that right now this Mercury is at 23 degrees conjunct Eris. She's a rebel. She's a hellion. She doesn't know how to lose, and she is wound up with a ton of energy. Her orbit is huge. It's massive. It's like almost, it goes way far out, where all the other asteroids kind of stay in this area, kind of. She's like, wah, she's way out there. And that's why she's out there on the frontier, minding her own business, and she's going to call the shots like she thinks. But here's the thing. Mercury is going to come into square with Pluto, our Pluto return. It's just going to be that much more combative. Things are going to combust. I am looking forward to our next Mercury retrograde already, which I don't think is for a little while, because this Mercury is combative. It'd be nice if things kind of calm down a bit. What else did I want to say about this? God, it's just so bad. It's so bad. Okay. Charlie Smith. Like how Putin was kicked out of UN, now Zelensky was invited to the UN membership. I did not know that. Yeah, there's nothing like more humiliation. That is the cardinal sin in the Russia. Humiliation. That is why they're so cruel. That's why cruelty is the key. That is why their war crimes are so heinous, because it has to do with humiliation. But the thing is that people are so pissed off. It's like we're not humiliate. You can't humiliate the world anymore. We're pissed off. We're done with you. You're disgusting. I'm not talking about him. So this was the new moon in Aries over Moscow. I can't tell you how badly he got whacked by Mars Saturn. So in this first house here, it has to do with one's vitality and their well-being, your strength. He's got the moon void, of course. Something is missing, like him, a leader. This is your leader. The leader is MIA, is missing. It was interesting because Kiev also had the moon void, of course. The same card here in their well-being. It's not that Zelensky is missing. It's that he can't really do a whole lot right now. He has been at the mercy of this guy. And when I first saw this, I was like, there is going to be a big, huge pause. There is some more information coming. Well, we got it in the form of what happened with the UN. Okay? So that was like, wow. And then, well, let's look at these cards on the ascendant here. The other thing that's giving life to this chart, like when you wake up in the morning and you know what kind of day you're going to have, well, for this new moon, what kind of week is it going to be? I had these. Look at these reversals. No, this one went that way. We have Libra, I balance, reversed. We've been finding out that actually, which way does it? That it's upright has been G, and he likes things to be balanced because he doesn't want to be revealed. And that Puti is the one who likes things reversed because the only justice is his justice. But if he's not in charge and Libra I balance is reversed, things are out of hand. Fifth house creativity, also reversed. This has to do with the leader, the fifth house of the sun. This is like POTUS's house, the fifth house. This was in the area of secrets last time for them. Now it has moved front and center. What are we going to do about this guy who's in charge of the rusher? And then I had Mercury mind. We've had a change of mind and ideals and agreements. We don't like what's going on here. Reversed. Mercury retrograde reinvention was upright. I think that this was the UN saying, we've thought about this and you're out. Then, secret, hidden enemy, Neptune, sacrifice card. You know, I get this card is associated with death a lot of the time. Well, it was reversed in this area of secrets because we had yet to find out about what was going on with the crimes. The hidden enemy, also reversed. The seventh house of partners. I got this. When I saw this, I'm like, what's with all the freaking reversals? Well, the partners, either it's a hidden partner or partners are rethinking what's really going on here. In the area, the 11th house of networks and friends, this was reversed. Stability. So his networks, instability. They're having a big problem there. I'm telling you, every time I tune into China and Xi's energy, when we look at the markets and what's going on, he is fuming. Like just smoke coming out of his head. They're just, what are we going to do about this? And how can they save face? And then how can they act like they don't know what's going on? But this is such a massive problem for China. And then crowning him, Taurus I have reversed. This has to do with your income, your resources, your assets, and what you have. This is what's crowning Puti. I have none. Oops, look at it. I have none. We're getting sanctioned so hard, I have nothing left. We're empty. This is what's crowning him. this is what they see in Moscow. I know, Michael Grant, I agree with you. I cannot handle too much of I know, I can't either. We know they're happening. Ukraine benefits from us staying connected in a space of love to flow more love. We don't want to flow more anxiety and garbage their way, because the war stuff compounds that. Okay? So we know what's going on. We need to fight for the right vibe, the right energy that is most beneficial. And to keep going on with our day-to-day lives, because we're not going to get stuck. The world is not going to stop for Putin and all of them. We're going to keep going. And you notice that we keep going. They keep getting caught by our Department of Justice. They would like everything to come to a screeching halt. They kind of have in China. I cannot believe they are in such a lockdown again. But that's COVID there. All this time you would think a nation would be like, yeah, can you help me out with some research? No, they still won't let anyone in to the Wuhan lab. How long has it been? It's like, could there be any other sign of guilt by association? It's no problem. We got this under control. We're on lockdown again, and everything's crumbling, but we're good. My gosh. Okay. 9th house, lands far away. Another reversal. Jupiter return benefits. Nope. That's also the law. Having a hard time with the law. Shared resources. Nope. 10th house world. Yeah, it's in the skies. Everyone knows it. Not very successful. And this is an area of a shared resource, so this is like your partner who is all in, signed on the dotted line, is now having this issue as well. That would be China. Reversal. This was none of these cards are like Putin cards. And then, the 7th house, your partners, even this was reversed. Venus, love. This is your partnership. It's not that you're withholding love. Well, you were kicked out of the UN, but this is like the harmony. This is supposed to be the money that you make together, unless your enemy takes it from you. These cards add an Aries new moon. This is what gives you life for the entire new zodiac cycle. And this is how Moscow is kicking off the new zodiac year. It gets worse. 6th house. Your military, the Saturn truth reverse. The truth is coming out that your military really sucks and you have no plan. Your day-to-day ops just really have ruined you. 5th house of the sun. This is supposed to be good for a leader. Nope. Water sensing. It's not even a person. It's an element. Meaning, who's in charge? Water sensing. You would think this was a North Korea chart because they're not in charge. It's like the monitors are in charge. It's like AI is in charge. They're taking in data. They're trying to figure out what's going on with social media. Water sensing, we're not in charge of our comms anymore. They've all been intercepted. We're just trying to feel this. The leader is trying to just feel this out. This is what's going on with Putin. 4th house. This is what you're defending. You're supposed to have a north node and a life purpose. You're supposed to know who to defend. You're supposed to know who your people are. We have no clue. We have no clue. We are so off the freaking rails at our foundation. Totally off the rails. The 3rd house, your communications. Oh, nope. I'm missing it. Well, south node, life's debts. Now this one,
was upright. This is your past, has caught up with you in your communications because they're all intercepted. And then the second house, that is your substance and what you value. This one was also upright. Virgo, I analyze. This is intelligence. So this is the president of Russia. I mean, I bet I could draw better cards for me. I don't even live in Moscow. This is so bad. So bad. Tarot. Let's see. Tarot. Who's in charge here? Fifth house of the sun. Water sensing. What is Putin sensing? What does Putin sense being there? The devil reversed. Again, this new moon Aries, just like the last quarter moon, China had the devil card in who they are. In fact, Xi identifies with the devil card. That's who I am. So, Putin, what did I ask? How's it going, President? What are you sensing? What the devil is telling him. What is China? What does China say about your defenses? What does China say about your defenses? What's the defense? How are you guys going to protect each other? We're going to subvert. We're going to take some hidden action here. North Node life's purpose. It's because it's no longer Russia's purpose. Get that? This is an imposter's purpose. So China, Xi, what's your purpose? What are you doing here for Russia's defense? You have a plan. King of Wands, reverse. Angry Putin, that is Xi. Xi is the one who is defending Russia. Xi, what's going on with the military? This is the military. What's going on with the military, Xi? It's it's quite hopeless. It's quite hopeless, Xi says. Really? It's that's so bad, you guys. Your life. So if Xi is in charge, we have the comms here in the third house. Life's debts. The past is catching up with you regarding the communications, Xi. What's that all about? What's that all about? The White House has intercepted them, and we're going to pay for it. He is not happy. This is what's crowning supposedly President Putin in the skies over Moscow. Taurus, I have, which means he doesn't really have anything, which has to do with assets. What's crowning the skies over Moscow, Xi? On the move. We're going to keep going. What does this mean? We're going to keep going. This is the challenge. Oh, this is the challenge. The challenge is their agreement. There is a problem with the agreement between the China-Russia, and they're just like going to go off of a cliff. What do you not have? What do you not have? You don't have. You're spent. You don't have another option. There's no one else to yell at. You have blown your last option. There's no other way out. What are you going to do about that? Because in the past, oh my gosh, we went far right, the 10 of Cups, this was all working swimmingly. We were working swimmingly. It was so easy to get this to work out. But what's happened is our plans went off the rails. And the biggest problem is what? No, my no card means when it's upright, that is like a person responsible for a cover-up. There's no other options. There is no way to hide this. There is no... There's no sense of it. There's no judgment. This is such a problem because the United States is right there. Hello. And they've got our intercepts. And they're coming for us. They are coming for us. So, Pooty is not in charge. He's not in charge. Let me check in with you guys. How are you doing? Hi, you guys. Yep, the squeeze is working. Hi, guys. So I know so many reversed. It's crazy. Pay up on your, was this? Yeah, pay up on your debts. I totally agree with you. I know. It's crazy. Where's my hand? Uh-oh. Is this going? Is it going still? You guys. Okay. Thank you, Rob D. Okay, that is it. I again, my apologies if you're just joining us. Yes, my camera angle is messed up. I don't know why. I don't have time to figure that out when we got started, so I just ran with it. So I am actually doing this standing perpendicular to my desk. You know what? I need to lift this a little bit more because I'm afraid I'm going to knock this off. Okay, yeah, so I'm standing with my right hip up against my desk so I can do it this and this angle. So that was the Moscow chart. It is a really, really bad Tarotscope for Russia. I thought last week's was terrible for Putin. All these reversals, he is not in charge. And, oh God, it's just too bad, so sad. Okay, we do have a quarter moon tomorrow in the wee hours, like at 2 a.m. or something. I've already looked at some of the charts, but I was just so happy and excited for the United States because once again, we're getting the bounce the way that we want. Now, let me put this away. Because I know there are some other things I wanted to tell you about. I need some water. Show my face. Someday, you guys, someday. Thank you, Pamela. I know. It is so hard for them. Okay. I have a stack of things I wasn't able to go through. But again, like I told you, the devil card, it is G. He keeps coming up as the devil card. Now, I'll show you what I realized today. Oh, these were the horoscopes over Kyiv, China, Moscow, Mar-a-Lago, Trump Tower, Washington, D.C. The green is Washington, D.C. I still am blown away by how much Mar-a-Lago and Trump Tower pair up more with what's going on in Kyiv than like Moscow and China. It is so weird how much Donald lines up with this. It is just so weird. Yes, it is so weird. There's that. There's that. I discovered the Eight of Pentacles. We kept saying that so much. I always thought it was like crypto. I thought that, you know, that's a well-oiled machine. Where's the Eight of Pentacles? You know what? The Eight of Pentacles is, those are the bribes. Those are the bribes to the secrets. Okay, you know what? This is what we have to look at. And I've looked at it a little bit, but let's just see what the cards say, okay? So we have these two imposters. Oh, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 agents that took bribes. They had this whole thing set up, but they represent other nations. They were linked to, oh, here we go. Packing Intel. They had some really sophisticated software that could basically surveil phones. So I'm just going to say that that's that Pegasus. I want to know where all that money came from. At the core of this, I just had the thought and it just escaped. If you're following me on Twitter, for some reason, Osama bin Laden was coming in really strong this week. It kind of freaked me out. Okay. So these guys, they had some websites that they were the special police. Those domain names registered in 2018. In 2018, by the end of the summer, the U.S. sought out 2 meetings with the Talibs. We first heard about it like in the winter. But they met, this is when it was registered. And I went to look at the Trump Twitter archive. In this week surrounding June 7th, like got all these tweets going on about it's a big hoax, the Mueller, I'm meeting with Shinzo Abe, we're going to make deals, fake news, la la la, this and that, this and that. President Obama, Iran, something, something, something. I'm like, wait, what? You mentioned Iran? Because these guys are actually Iran and Packing Intel. And that was it. These guys, they always send messages through the open airways as a cue to get on it and do it. That happened on June 7th. And then everything happened after that. So I don't even know what my question is. But we got to look at this. How are you guys doing? Earth Mama. Ukraine is showing us how to behave with honor. Aren't they just incredibly? Okay. Show me that. I need the cards for the imposters. There were 2 of them. I'm sorry. I'm standing at a weird angle. They had a link. Show me how they would link to Iran. Oh, I just got They were using spyware similar to the NSO Pegasus. Where they had a lot of money. Show me where all that money came from. Ooh, multiple sources. What does China have to do with this? Oh, we're not supposed to know. This is at the foundation. This is supposed to be so far, why would anyone ever ask that question? Agent 1. Nope. We're going to go with this deck now. My spy deck. My mini spy deck. There were 4 agents suspended. We have agent number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Oh, boy, did number 3 mess it up. Oh, God. This one was the worst of them all. And then we have agent 4, which is so embarrassed. Now, what else do we have here? What does this have to do with the Taliban? What does this have to do with Afghanistan? What does it have to do with the Republican Party? And how do these things link to bin Laden? Show me Donald's tweet about Iran. Does it relate to this? And these 2 meetings. Can you see that? Show me Don Holio. And Pompeo. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome. My camera's messed up. Time to figure it out. I've been covered in insulation and fiberglass all day. This is like my spy hacking deck. We have the 6 of Wands, the 6 Wands mob. All them Yahoos, Trump, Putin, Xi, Netanyahu, all of them. Oh, the sun reversed. Not so glorious. The plan was foiled. This is what we were planning to do, and we had agreements to do this, but things were foiled. You betcha. Where am I going to put these? You guys see this? I'm just going to put it here. So at the epicenter are these 2 imposters. Oh, the Queen of Swords. The queens? Ha! Queens are nations. With a sword, that is a nation with intelligence, hacking abilities. Oh! We have 2 nations. We have a nation and a leader of a nation with hacking. These are who the imposters are. They're not from the United States. Okay? We have at first it was reported that they do have a link with Iran. My once card. So once, this is my card for when people are approaching the executive branch of the United States. Reversed. So Iran might have had the plan on how we're going to approach the executive branch, one of the branches of government in the United States. The Packies Justice. Trying to get justice. This is like Putin's justice. We're going to send you guys in and we're going to try to get what we want. Okay? How are you guys doing? Yeah, Don Jr.'s in a heap of trouble. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. So that's where they're from. They seem to have some specialized spyware that they use to hack into phones. Oh, the King of Wands reverse. The King of Wands, my angry Putin, that's G. It could be Israeli too. But yet that's a different leader of a different nation. So we've got different nations going on here with different roles. We have the money. Who sponsored this? We have, oh my God, the Four of Wands. The freaking White House under Donald. In case you forgot, the White House paid the expenses of the Taliban to travel to their meetings. You can Google it right now. It'll show up like with the AP. So many people reported on this. The money also came from the White House in the United States. So here we have another conspiracy. The White House knew what was going on. Another money source, the transnational mob. That's where the money came from. Oh, I just cannot stand this guy. Pamela. As soon as I heard there's a link with them from Pakistan, my thought immediately went to Pakistan's where we find bin Laden, right? It's so weird because what movie did I watch this week? I watched, Zero Dark 30. Which is weird because then my cards were screaming like later that night, and I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it at all. But then, does China have a role that we're not supposed to see? My yes. You know, my cards, that's my yes card. Can you see that? Yes. China had a role. Stealing. Forfeiting. Cutting out. Their role was to cut out the intelligent, like customizing intelligence, cutting something out. And that's what gave them strength. I feel like this is Russia's involved too. It was a cutout because of sanctions. You cannot be seen. The Taliban are sanctioned. So there's a cutout back channel because of that. All right then. So these are the two guys. Does it have to do with the Taliban? They are working on something they know is coming to an end. You know, there were some meetings with the Taliban, but nobody knows what this cycle is. You guys, thank God, thank goodness we got out of Afghanistan. I think POTUS knew what was going on. Could you imagine where we would be right now if we were still stuck in Afghanistan? So the Taliban know this is coming to an end of a cycle, but nobody's supposed to know. Here, Afghanistan relates to this because the Six of Swords reversed. What are we going to do about Afghanistan? We got to stay, but we got to get out. This is Donald. This is Donald saying, yeah, okay, let our guys leave. Don't fire at them, okay? These are all the things Donald was setting up because he needed to look good to get us out of there. We had to get out of there, but he had to set something up in case he didn't. And what would they do about that? Jeez. And this is the Republican Party related to these guys. Timing. Hidden malware. Bad fortune. They're all compromised, I swear. Three of Swords reversed. How they're going to get out of their own betrayal, treason. It's not a distraction, but they have a connection to this. They don't want people to see, but they know the plan that's going on here. And this relates to bin Laden because the High Priestess reversed. The secret is out. There were the raids. Now this is 2018. Oh my gosh. This is Billbarr shut down. When did Billbarr shut down? When was Jamal Khashoggi? When did this was going on then? Billbarr shut down investigations. The families could no longer sue Saudi Arabia. Jamal Khashoggi had agreed before he was killed to meet with, to be an informant. But somehow that conversation, that meeting with an agent was intercepted. I swear to God, that's what it has to do with bin Laden, because Khashoggi was going to, because he was so pissed because of the Muslim ban and his son could not get into the United States. And that was when he was like, forget it. He's done. He wanted to flip and be an informant. That's what this has to do with bin Laden and turn against because of 9/11. The King of Wands. Khashoggi took action because of bin Laden. Holy cow, my head is exploding. Okay, I need something to drink. Dr. Nancy, Biden was right about Afghanistan. It was a trap. It was totally. Holy cow. Pamela, he was killed in October 2018. Well, it matches the timeline, right? Gene, was it 2016? No, because the election was in 2016. He was killed in October 2018. President Ghani of Afghanistan had an op-ed, I think, in the New York Times that he said he will meet with the U.S. and the Taliban anytime because he got cut. It's like October 24th is the date. 2018 is the date of President Ghani's op-ed saying, I will meet with anybody because he's getting cut out. This is why they had to cut out President Ghani, because this was coming out. When did that, can you guys see, when did Billbarr, when did they end that case for the families to sue the Saudis? Because Billbarr shut that down. You guys, oh my God, what a freaking discovery this is. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's what I had to do with that. So these two, oh my God. Oh, this is Donald's random tweet, June 7th, 2018, and a whole week of tweets centered on hoax, fake news, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Iran. If anyone wants to look up this tweet, June 7th, 2018, Trump Twitter archive, random tweet about Obama and Iran. The Knight of Wands. That's how he's keeping his defenses up and keeping people out of his business, and he's going to blame Obama. That's what that is about. Over here we have Donald and Pompeo. Donald, 4 swords. I'm laying low. You can't see me, 4 of swords. I'm totally involved in this. Don't look at me. Pompeo has the Tower. I just got the 9/11 towers. This is 9/11. This is the 9/11 families. What? Show me Billbarr. I want to see Bill freaking Barr. Billbarr. Shut it down. Billbarr is the challenge. 10 swords. 10 of swords. I couldn't do it. This was Billbarr was the challenge, the Ten of Swords, to kill the investigation. What's at the foundation of this, with this investigation getting shut down with Billbarr? Getting some really bad news. Show me Jamal Khashoggi. There you go, the Ace of Cups. Make it go away. Jamal Khashoggi. Cover up, no. For the wealthy oligarchs. The Nine of Pentacles. Keep me comfy. And over here are our 4 agents who got caught up in this. The Queen of Swords. So agent number 1 is a match to this nation, to this imposter, the Queen of Swords. They've got information on that agent with another nation. Agent number 2 got caught up with the government, being a representative of the government. Did they get busted? Are they the ones that got busted? Agent number 3 is the big idiot. Sorry. Temperance reversed. Tried to blend 2 things with a good life. No, that's not going to work. The lovers. Lovers are nation to nation. He had a connection to another nation. Oh boy. 7 of Wands reversed. Boy, is he in a difficult position with the devil. Oh my gosh. This guy, this is China. He might have been an unregistered, he's got a background here. And the 4th agent, who is so embarrassed, the Ace of Swords. He got caught with the op. Ace of Swords, what? He got caught. It was an op. He got caught. Things got manipulated. I just cannot even believe this. Oh, we have 2 more over here. What are these? Okay, so we have the agents. We talked about how it relates to the Taliban, because this got started in 2018. They were winding things down. 6 of Swords reversed, related to Afghanistan. Donald's looking for a way to look good, get out, have good ratings. This is how the GOP relates to all this. They're also actually looking for opportunity, and they are treasonous bastards. But don't look at me here. Here's the link with Bin Laden, like we talked about earlier. And by the fall, there were 2 meetings with the Taliban. The Queen of Cups. The United States had requested 2 meetings. The Page of Pentacles with the Taliban. Pages? Because nobody's in charge. There's no king. They cut out King Ghani, or President Ghani. That's so ridiculous. Hi, you guys. These 4, Dr. These 4 just got caught. Yes, just those 4 got caught. However, I believe it's led to more investigations. Something came out, I saw a blurb that this is like the starting point of something else. Pamela Bryant. Barr blocked it in April 2020. April 2020. It's like a year and a half later, we found out that he blocked it. So it was coming up then. I don't know what the timeline was. So Billbarr blocked the case for the 9/11 families to sue the Saudis for what happened on 9/11. So, to summarize, I did this reading because I had so many questions that the 4 Secret Service agents that got caught up in the thing with the 2 imposters, I wanted to know more about that, like why they were connected with Iran and Pakistani intel. I wanted to know why they had this similar NSO Pegasus spyware. I wanted to know who the sponsors were, the White House under Trump. Some other dark money. Was China's relationship in all of this? wanted to know what this had to do with the Taliban and Afghanistan. Oh, I said that. And the GOP and Bin Laden. And then we figured out, you know, this is Donald's random tweet as this is going on, June 7th, 2018. Why the U.S. requested 2 meetings. These are the 4 agents. This is Donald in Pompeo, and these are the cards on the bottom of the deck. So yeah. So there's something else solved. How are you guys doing? What's going on? TalibWORLD card in the middle row. Okay. Paisley wants to know how this Taliban world card here and China, are they connected? This says money, but let's get another deck. I think they're connected. Oh my God, no way. No way. Okay. I had tweeted you guys after I saw Zero Dark 30 that I had marked up a new tarot deck that had to do with 9/11 and Bin Laden. This is it. It has just been sitting here this whole time. That death card on top. What an appropriate deck to have. So, this world card. Well, I guess we'll I kind of wanted to keep these over here so we could, these are the agents, dorks. I'm just going to push this over here. Taliban. Oh no, I'm not using this one. I'm using this one. Wow, this is really, I just felt like my brain had to bend. Like get off a plane, catch a connection, and go to the other side of the world to get reoriented to what's going on here. Oh my gosh, I feel like I am on the other hemisphere of the world and I feel like I'm at a busy market. Oh my gosh. There's so much commotion. There's a lot of people. It's supposed to look like any day, but there are people all over the place connected to this. Show me this market. Oh, okay. That's the market. This is so weird. My brain, I just really feel like I left our hemisphere and I'm like going back in time and watching this. So here's the market. This is a guy. This is a guy. They all have specific duties there related to health because this is a market and they have to meet up with people representing China. These are their connections. Oh boy. They're like dressed in garb. Set the foundation of this. How do you relate to each other? This is what they want. This is this is what they want. Pointing to we've got messengers. We've got couriers. They're getting ready for an app. There's a connection to Washington, D.C. I have geolocation here. This is like Russia, China. But you have these people, they cannot show their interceptions. They're just trying to really evade any kind of intercept. And they want to take this to the next level of a plan that they want to do. It's like they've got their eyes open. It's, you know, it's surveillance. They're just looking all around for all the clues and who they need to interact, who to find and what to do and drop stuff off, because they cannot be intercepted, you guys. Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to sit down and watch a movie. Okay. Paisley, get the drowned deck. Doctor, this is nuts and evil. So the question was from the prior reading, what do the Talibs, remember those meetings that they had in 2018, the White House with the Talibs, what were they winding down? And what's the connection to China? And so I have these cards. They're like at a market. You've got these guys from the Talibs, these people from the China. This is the foundation of why they're meeting, and this is what they want to have happen. So the Talibs got this guy. We've got some defenses we're working on. The Taliban. They don't want to let anybody in. Marie, Turkey to move trial of 26 Saudis of Khashoggi suspects to Saudi Arabia. They moved the trial 2 days ago to Saudi Arabia. So the Saudis can shut it down. Why is this stuff coming up, you guys? Keep your eyes on Bin Laden. You can't, but you know what I mean. So they're at this market. This person is responsible for defenses. Well, show me this market. These two cards flew out. We have an unorthodox government. I have here written hard drives, collecting hard drives, collecting intelligence. Oh my gosh. This is acquiring intel. This goes back to 9/11, you guys. This is also terror attacks. Holy crap. Do you mean to tell me this relates to 9/11? Yeah, they were all in on it. Oh my God. Let's do this agent. This guy from China. He has the money. He has the data. The point person. The Taliban has their defenses up. We cannot have any breaches. I have a note on here. This is IDing new targets on the ground or no. Targets and money. This guy at this market, the Five of Pentacles, this is outside of the government. This is going around. This is evading the government. This is evading government sanctions. Look at that. There you go. The United States. This is the Talib number 2. Getting points of interest, IDs, Americans evading sanctions. This third Talib, the Two of Swords, we've made a decision. We want to roll. We want to get something to go. You have the target. This is stealing, getting away with something. Maya sees up. This is kind of like surveillance. We're giving you intelligence so you can go do this. We're not going to do it. You're going to do it. Fourth Talib. Oh my God, here's the bribes. This is my card for the Secret Service taking money for bribes. The Eight of Pentacles. So we've got money to bribe, maybe bribe people on the inside to work this up. And the Chinese is saying, get it done. Whatever you have to do. Destroy your evidence. Do not leave anything behind. Do not let anything trace back to us. This is happening at the market. The foundation of all this, why they're doing this. Look at this, it says Pakistan. What does it say? Pakistan is the center. You can stay. I don't know what that means. So the foundation of this is a courier. This is bad news. Bad intel is coming. The Five of Swords reversed. They want to win no matter what. This is going scorched earth. This is making it look like there's a big disaster, scorched earth, but we have no connection to it. This is like the cover-up. They don't want to leave any clues. But it's an attack that is going to ruin stuff. This relates to the Talibs. The Eight of Cups reversed. Usually this is setting something up. They don't want anyone to know that they're setting something up and that they're just absolutely aimless people who are totally dependent upon being the terrorists. Because China wants... This just showed up as Jamal Khashoggi as well. This is also the thing that Russia really wants. Like on a 9/11. Oh my God. I think China wanted 9/11 as well. It's been hard to trace back the Russia behind sponsoring it. There's too much China here. So these two go this way. This is the ultimate result that they want, the Talibs. I'm a mercenary. I get paid for stuff. They're carrying the bribes to carry this thing out, to evade sanctions, to give something to a mercenary. And the China, Six of Pentacles, they are willing to pay whatever it takes to make something disappear or be vanished, but do not trace it back to me. That's why the Talibs are hired, because this is the ultimate thing that they're going towards. The Ten of Wands, there are some big burdens. This is fast data transfer as well. The plan. Look at the plan. The World card. The plan. Remember, the way the GOP was acting, I was thinking back then, they were so mad we got out of Afghanistan because they were promised a share of whatever riches lie within Afghanistan, like the lithium for the batteries. It was going to be a new opportunity, but the Taliban thing had to wind down. But Biden ruined it all by pulling us out. The Queen of Wands reversed. This is Putin. Things cannot trace back to Putin, but this is leadership from another nation. So China has the money and the data, the surveillance. Russia is carrying it out. Don't act like it's not me. And the Talibs are for hire to give something to a mercenary to carry something out. That is how the Talibanis relate to the China. Paisley, does this answer your question? This is crazy. Yes, Biden continued to get his daily briefings. He did. He never lost that. And same with Senator Harris, elect at the time, because she was the attorney, was she the state attorney general in California? She still had her crazy clearances as well. She never lost those. Paisley will, right? Yeah, Gene, yes, he is so evil. He is so evil. But anyway, you know what? I cannot believe how in-depth these were. You guys, I think I'm going to call it a night for now because I know that we have a quarter moon coming up. Wow, I did not expect to go down this route. You guys were in the driver's seat. Don't let the media and everyone tell you otherwise. There is going to be more bad news. I am sorry. There will be more bad news because the bad guys are getting more bad news. And when they get bad news, they do terror. They up the ante on terror. In fact, the Tarotscope, it's the wrong deck. That's why that doesn't fit. Isn't that weird? This deck is for my Intel hacking deck, and this is my 9/11 Bin Laden deck. And I just reached for them like they went together. It all goes together, you guys. And okay, I'll do that later. Okay? Don't listen to the news. Remember, your vibe is the most important thing. That even when you get upset, and yes, our hearts are breaking for what's happening in Ukraine. But, like when my mom was ill with cancer, I did not want to surround her in a vibe of sorrow or pity. I treated her like she was the healthiest person on the planet, like she was Superwoman. And it was so hard to fight that grief with a vibe that was so different. But if you want to benefit the people of Ukraine, you have to fight that urge and see them as whole and winning, and the world respecting them, and the world winning the war for them, and that no matter what happened, that Zelensky is celebrated, that the people are coming back home, that they're building things, that what was in rubble easily was cleaned up, that there are beautiful parks everywhere. There are sunflowers everywhere. There are gardens everywhere. The green has returned. The animals and plants have returned. That Ukraine is the greatest tourist destination, that they have become the great new dynasty for democracy in the modern world on the other hemisphere. You have to see those Ukrainian people in their grief, getting over their grief, getting over their trauma, that they get the mental health services that they need, that they're clothed and they're warm and they have a sense of protection again, and they have a sense of faith in the world, and that they are the ones who are going to uplift this world no matter how dark it gets. What is it, Slava Ukraini? We're all Ukrainians. You have to fight those urges of grief to find that new place, that new platform that you want to be standing on with them. The sooner, the better. Okay? So that is what I am going to ask you guys to do on behalf of them. And that's another reason why I kind of stay away from the news. It's hard to go into the cards when there's insanity, and I just want to be a neutral force that can be a force to be reckoned with for the good. That's why I started my channel. Okay, so that was another weird random tangent, but whatever. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's good to see all of you. We have a quarter moon in the middle of the night. I will be back I might be covered in fiberglass and insulation, but this is a project I am destined to get finished. I want the vermin out. I have no time for vermin in this Pluto return in my new home. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so thank you for your patience with my weird camera angle. Thank you so much, moderators. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for your wonderful company, your insights, your questions. It's good to be with you guys. Have a good evening. Thank you. Bright lights, everyone. Good night. Thank you, Leela. Thank you, Marie. Good night, Holly. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you, Rob D. It was a good session. Stay healthy, everyone. And a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it, okay? Dr. Nancy, great read. Yes, Aries rebirth. Ukraine teaches the world and uplifts us all. We uplift them. Yes. Be stubborn as you can and stick with that vibe. Do not go into the dark. That's where they want us to go, okay? Okay. Good night, you guys. Talk to you later.